Hello, the FBI, former directors of the FBI, plural, since before James Comey. And through James Comey has collusions with them, with a former director of the FBI, Robert Luskin, with Connecticut police departments and police forms and courts, all and judicial offices in Connecticut's corrections offices, all along Route 3. I wonder, one of the reporters looks like one of the she might be related to one of the people associated with names that went to my grammar school that were never in a class with me, that were putting fake, they use magic tricks, putting fake things in databases with a former mayor Gold. His daughter, Debbie Gold, is involved with the FBI and people with the World Trade Center attack with other countries in Miami, people with the name Scalora, and retired police chiefs from Weathersfield and intimate ties with themselves and with their family members, with the same house slash us near me, tied to all these people. And they came into my grammar school when I was in fourth grade. And they have collusions with names next to the campuses I went before and after that, where they're putting fake things in databases with the intelligence community. And so, in other words, a number of car dealerships have roles of people named Cololo and Eleni Triglia, people with the name Kerr. That also looks like one of the families might be related to the girl in the report. I put the link for One American News. I don't know, but these are people with Miami and with the World Trade Center in Manhattan, New York, and the court next to it, and all sides of criminal and civil cases in the courts put the same sequence shifts and federal evidences crimes with news at the same time, with interbranch warrant and people with the judicial and corrections offices, also with campuses they've been using for predicate acts and predicate acts methods roles, which are also about what black pupils, white survivors are about, where and how the breaching method forced roles, replacing what nature communicates when nature is not only nature, it's as criminal insidious as nature. And our founders, replacing what our founders communicated about how the breaching method did that and forced roles with it. They have that replaced. And the only founder we know the name of is James Madison. And why and how they had to counter extort the other founders would have been brought up if anyone had even allowed others to be honest about George Washington. See that people treating you, making in the nature of debates, they have criminally foreign influence, fact, nature, quality aspects in nature and delusions that would not have been had our campuses been unabridged, had appreciation of the Constitution been unabridged. So Weathersfield police have identity theft, fraud, slanders, falsified police reports, fake transcripts, fake ties, fake natures of ties to people with a whole bunch of other countries in our own. In other words. And then they bring up Mossad, even if it is Mossad, they're playing games with the religious spots too. They have some Jewish themed and involved with the difference of the lobbyists too, the other lobbyists too, associated with the O'Brien family, and with people with the name Zeno, with Jew syntax, with a Ray Collo involved, and his father Ray Collo involved with federal evidences crimes and predicate acts with people with unions and Weathersfield Police Department and the Britain Superior Court, Harbor Courts, Connecticut District Court people, their family members, involved with sexual and medical offenders of kids, years apart, leaders of kids, first forced, because there were other natures of organized crimes they were forcing at the same time. And the families involved with that, years later, there's still time collusion slash as with that. So these branches of government, these titles, they have where they have integrity and where they don't have integrity. The difference of that's exploited by the breaching method that shows them they need to pretend they have integrity, but they don't have it. Please fix the fake news. Stop changing and faking what others say regarding predicate acts. Get me off the fake conversations about the World Trade Center attack and get them onto paper. The judicial people, families with the judicial branch offices recorded, confessed, demonstrated, confirmed houses next to them. One's named Keene, one's named Fienza, have collusion /S with WFSB in Rocky Hill. And this is in spots next to the state judicial branch offices in conjunctions into that. Weathersfield Police, Weathersfield Pizza have wire crime acts and methods of Weathersfield Police and with the courts, and with the Britain Superior Court's intelligence and FBI Director Robert Luskin and Comey. His daughter is also involved with the Diddy case, with collusion / S at campuses with them. Get them out to paper, one name and sequence, please. Does One American News woman know a Kalo or a Kerr? There's an officer, Jerry Miller, who also has overt criminal enterprises and private ones involved with the FBI and people with the Witness Protection Program involved with these names. And tomorrow, and they recorded confess. They sought me out to record confess. Demonstrate confirm. They have corners of streets on Church Street and on the Southstein Highway involved with them with predicate acts with Wethersfield Police and Rocky Hill Police, Newington Police families, with the same house / S, and people planting all evidence on all sides of my house when I was a kid. And since then, with a Kevin Dillon, Anna Dillon / Annie Dillon, that name switching and forging with the branches of government, including with judges and prosecutors and their sources, collusions with more child abusers, leaders of kids, first forced, and then and now. There are more leaders, there are people with the name O'Neill. There's a teacher with the name O'Neill who has her kids involved with retired police chiefs and with sexual and medical offenders of kids, foreign and domestic, medical families. Their kids are collusions with them with overt criminal enterprises and private ones. They're not legitimately with the readings of the laws, of reality. And they're, collusion / S that are recorded. See, people are saying, "Oh, well, let's look at this document and evidence." They're leaving out how they have the right to lie, use where they don't have the right to lie, to use a phrase of James Comey. So you guys have been preventing me and others from damage control and from defending ourselves from World Trade Center predicate acts and wrongdoing and predicate acts to hide that. I was in the Ninth Circuit Court as an observer next to the World Trade Center right before it and since. So the military also has a bunch of people recorded involved with this criminally foreign influence, tactically delusions wrong. A bunch of people too with New Britain Superior Court involved with the military, foreign and domestic, with the World Trade Center attack roles. Get them on paper, one name and sequence with the Wethersfield Police and the ones with the Judicial Branch Office and Corrections Offices. Don't make it harder.